Hey, hey, man. Hold on, we got cut out. Hold up. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the building, man. Something just went down. I don't know what happened. Hey, give them time to get in the. I'm gonna give them time to get in the building, man. Shout out to my early birds. We're going in on the. This is way into the heart, part two. Hey, get them in the building, man. I did this tape last night at 12 o'clock midnight, but man, I'm telling you, the information that I was channeling last night, man. But I don't know what happened to my mic, man. Last night it was crazy. Get him up in here. Get him up in here, man. Tell him the young girl alive right now. Weighing of the Heart ceremony part two. Let me get everything set back up, man. I don't know what just happened. I don't know, man. Everybody to go in, man. Get them in here. A lot of people mad about those other tapes because they was using those tarot cards. People, some dude said, "No, man, terror means terror, as in Earth." Man, we didn't call Earth terror. We call it key. Terror is another way of saying terror dome. Because keep in mind, this is a prison planet. This is a prison planet, man. People were cast down. That means you didn't want to go. They cast you down. Niggas was cast down. So get them in here, man. We're gonna give them a couple more minutes. Then we're gonna take off and hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get it set to where I can see your comments. Hey, how's my sound? Can y'all hear me? Hey, can y'all hear me clear out there? Somebody respond to me in the comments, man. Hey, don't do the super chat, man. Send it to me. We're gonna be on live tonight with the brother Rod Haynes. All right, yeah, so we good. Last night I recorded this tape. I recorded this tape last night at 12 o'clock midnight because I was sitting with Tahuti. And it got, man, the sound got I don't know, man. It was a serious block last night. Hey, if you want to show your brother some love, I'm posting my Cash App in the link. Don't do the super chat. Right? Hey, so we're gonna go in, man. We got enough people in here now. We had 144 1400 and 400, 14,400 subscribers now. So we're at that 144,000 mark almost. Or we're at that 144. That number is significant. The wing of the heart ceremony, right? To me, the heart is, from my perspective, the heart is the most important part of the body. Now, you might disagree. You might say it's the brain, but this is my perspective, right? You may have from your perspective, it might be the brain, but from my perspective, it's the heart. Because why did we weigh the heart in ancient Kemet? Why was we weighing the heart? And we was way more advanced back then than we are now. And you might not want to believe that, but we was way more advanced back then. What did we know to where why did we weigh the heart? My sound is clear. Thank you, Sister Olivia. We weighed the heart. Why didn't we weigh the lungs? Because it's other important organs in the body. Why didn't we weigh the lungs? Why didn't we weigh the liver? Why didn't we weigh the kidneys? Right? Why didn't we weigh the lymphatic system? Why didn't we weigh the immune system? Right? Which is one of the most powerful systems you got. Why didn't we weigh the teeth? Why is a nigga teeth up there? The tooth fairy shit. Why is a nigga teeth? Why we ain't weighing niggas' teeth? Why we ain't weighing the eyeballs? Right? Why we ain't weighing the ear? Right? Why are we weighing the heart? What do we know to why we started weighing the heart? And like I say, to me, my perspective, the heart is the most important part of the body. Now, niggas gonna be making comments saying, "Oh no, man, it's the brain." Yeah, nigga, that's your perspective. Don't try to impose your perspective on mine. I ain't imposing mine on yours. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at from my angle, because we weighed the heart in ancient Kemet, and that heart is significant in reference to the heart chakra, the green chakra, the neutral zone, right? Why didn't we weigh the leg? Why didn't we weigh the arm? Hell, why didn't we weigh hair follicles? Why are we specifically weighing the heart? And then why is Tahuti standing there writing stuff down? What is he writing? What is he keeping record of? Because Tahuti is known as the record keeper. And if your heart, according to the picture, if your heart doesn't weigh balance out, right? Because keep in mind, it's about balance, and it's about the alkaline and acidic. And at the heart chakra, you're balanced. And when you're at a 7 on the alkaline chart, you balanced. Your body is balanced. Your magnetic force field is balanced when you balance it out to the heart chakra. And if you don't pass Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of the dead, who has a jackal zoo type, and that goes to tie in with the jackal dog who we observed as ancient Kemites, right? We observed the jackal take its food and bury it in the desert under the ground and come back later and eat it. And this stuff spawned us to start mummifying the bodies a certain type of way, and then began putting them in tombs. Right? The pyramid is a tomb. The fire in the middle, the pyramid is a tomb. For the kings, we began building mastabas at first Then Imhotep came along and started stacking them on top of each other. And then this later on became the pyramids, which is nothing but a tomb. And it's other things too. It's a temple, it's a doorway, right? But if your heart don't pass the balance, then Anubis takes your heart and throws it to his beast. Anubis takes your heart and throws it to the beast. And then you flunk. But if you pass, then Haru takes you by the hand to the Father, where they stole the Pope and all that from, right? Osiris, Lord of the perfect black, is what they say. But he ain't black to me. Looks to me that he green, from my perspective. Now you can say that he black. That's your perspective. But from my perspective, the nigga green. Yeah, the nigga green. And several other people on the wall is green. They rob out to everybody in the building. They say Lord of the perfect black, but look like to me, he Lord of the perfect green. Right? The nigga green to me, from my perspective. Now you can go in the comments and say, oh no, you can, try to impose your perspective on mine, but I don't have to accept that. Because I'm looking at it and it looked green to me. You know what I'm saying? Osiris looked green to me. So why ain't it Lord of the perfect green? Now we can get into that before we came here and the oxygen and water began to get on in our blood and change us to a rusty brown. But I'm saying, looking at Osiris on the wall, on the particular picture that we discussed in the way in the ceremony, looks like to me he green. I mean, now if you want to call green black, that's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? But from my perspective, he's green. And Osiris asks you, people don't know, I'm gonna break this part down. Osiris asks you, do you have your key? It was a Pacific being that was one of my master teachers before I graduated from that school. He used to ask, I got my key, do you got yours? Right? And that key is the Ankh. The Ankh is the key to eternal life. We've been having this Ankh for millions of years. All around Kemet, you can see. It also plays a part in the mirror flipping, and it also plays a part in the Ba, right? As the brother Rod Haynes broke down on that other tape that we just did called mirror work. But this key, all of a sudden now, there's beings that step on the scene who put a block on this key, not knowing what that key is really all about. That key goes back billions of years. And I ain't never seen a block on it till just recently. Some beings step up to add a block on it. Keep in mind that key, because niggas just wearing the Ankh around and they don't know really, they don't got, a lot of people don't got a clue really to what that's about. They think it's just a sign, a symbol that we wear and we just rocking it. And it just, keep in mind in ancient Kemet, man, we were way deeper than what you want to think, man. People think that Ankh just a symbol you rock around like a damn rapper's chain. Not knowing that there's a binary code, that key is a binary code to open a door. And when you come and add a block on that key, keep in mind, because okay, my key to my house, right? It works. But then if I add an extra groove to it, and then come try to get in my house with that key, I'm not gonna be able to get in, I'm gonna be locked out. So some bad alchemists stepped on the scene after we've been doing it for millions of years with the same key. The same key always worked. And then they step on the scene to add a block on the key. and think you doing something slick. Think you doing something cool. And the whole time when you go to the way in the heart ceremony, and most of these beings are benevolent. A lot of these beings are benevolent because it's Mother Hubert, man, trying to stop us from getting to the door to eternal life. That key is the key to eternal life. That's what we refer to it as, the key to eternal life. But if I take it, put a block on it, right? Then when you try to stick that shit in the door to get through after the wearing of the heart ceremony, because once you go to Osiris, he gonna ask you, do you got your key? If you got your key, then step up, try your luck. Try to open the door with that key. The same key that we've been having for millions of years, but all of a sudden now, certain alchemists who are trying to stop us from getting out of here adds a block to that key. And it's alchemy that's over people's head. That key is a binary code. Keep in mind in the matrix, when they wanted things to appear, all they had to do is type in a binary code and it appeared. They say, we need guns. And then they type it in and the guns pull up. Everything here has a code. Everything in this dimension has a code. It's a written code for that to manifest on this dimension. And that is one of them. It has a binary code to that. But when you take and change the binary code, then you blocking the door to get into that the door after Osiris asks you if you got your key. So you can make it into eternal life. It's a lot of things with that Ankh, man, that people think that it's just a symbol. It's just a symbol that the ancient Egyptians used. And like I said, we didn't call ourselves Egyptians. We can get into that too, right? Egyptians mean burnt face. It's what we call the Hyksos, where the kids made fun of the Hyksos. Say Egyptos, burnt face. And we can get into that too, but we're talking about the key to eternal life that you carry with you to open the door. And now beings step on the scene to put a block on it. What happens when you put a block on something? You holding it back. And you think you're doing something slick. Think you're doing something cool. Show me show me in ancient Kemet anywhere. After millions of years, show me that key in ancient Kemet with a block on it. And little do you know, that's alchemy that's over your head by beings who are disagreeable. And most of the beings that's rocking it is the benevolent beings who when it come time to wear their heart, they gonna pass. But then when they pass, they gonna end up getting sent back because they got the wrong damn key. Right? And you know how much time you're gonna lose behind that? Because if you drive all the way across town to get a key, you come back to open your door, and it's the wrong key, you got to drive all the way back across town to get the right key. Right? That key is a binary code. Man, I wish they would. My sound went messed up last night because Tahuti was talking last night at 12 o'clock midnight, telling me about these beings who put the block on the key to stop us. Everybody knows, all alchemists know, can see what's going on with it. Like, you could tell me, oh, this and that. You can say what you want. People gonna get mad. But I gotta talk like this in order to get this over to the people who need it. The people who need this are the ones who are now rocking the eternal life key with a block. What that's all about? It's alchemy that's over a lot of people's head that's winning. So when you step up, and most of y'all benevolent, a lot of y'all are benevolent beings, and you think that you rocking something cool. Bible never gave us that. Thinking you rocking something cool, man. Hey, shout out Rob out to everybody in the building. Rob to the brother Son Rob, man, in the building. The brother Peace Hall, the brother Samantha, the brother Lewis Harris, the brother Carter 9000, man. Shout out to brother Carter 9000. Yeah, but the heart is weighed. When your heart is weighed, are you going to pass? Are you going to pass? Have you done good? Have you treated others how you want to be treated? And like I say, the heart, to me, from my perspective, is the most important piece of the body. Because with the heart, even when you brain dead, your brain is a vegetable. If that heart's still pumping, then true alchemists can bring you back. Why in the Matrix, when Neo was getting ready to get took out, or he was getting ready to go to the other side, why did they grab his heart and massage his heart and bring him back? Why in the hospital when you die, they come in there to resuscitate you, and they take these things and they rub them together, and then they put it on your heart to shock your heart? Why, when you do CPR, you pumping on the heart? Why you ain't pumping on the brain to resuscitate somebody? Why are they blowing air into you, a breath into you, and then pumping on your heart? Why are you trying to get your heart going? See, it's something we knew in ancient Kemet. And you can say what you want, because you think you know. But we knew in places where you know not, in ancient Kemet, and that's why we weighed the heart. We knew something. Right? That key, I gotta express this, because Tahuti told me this last night. That key is a binary code. Keep in mind, everything has a binary code. It's ones and zeros. Everything here is written and has a code. Your DNA, your mitochondrial DNA has a code. The cars out there have a code to manifest them into this physical realm, into this matrix. All these different binary codes are written to bring certain things into existence on this side. And that Ankh is one of them. That Ankh is a whole book. And a lot of people rocking it, and they don't know that it's more than just a sign or a symbol. It's more than that. It's a key to eternal life. Why did we call it that? What is it used for? It's a key is always used to open a door. What door? The door to eternal life. Now may have some Bible thumpers in here, and they may say, "No, man, Jesus is man." That's in there too. That's in that particular picture too. Where after you pass, Horus, who's really Haru or Har, however you want to pronounce it, right? Because different people, from their perspective, pronounce it different. Some say Har, some say Haru, some say Horus, some say Jesus, which to me, from my perspective, ain't the same being. Jesus is a nigga of Ashdod Kabeh. But the name got power because we gave it power as alchemists using it. But that key is used to open the door. Now, if I come along and put a block on that key, then when you go to stick it in your door to get up to the other side, you're gonna have to be blocked. Wake up, people. Wake up, everybody. Time for moving ahead. Yeah. So what type of alchemy is that? To use a key that everybody been using for millions of years. We've been using this key to get over to the other side. And we gave it to you a long time ago. It's all over ancient Kemet. The science is all over ancient Kemet. Then some beings What is their agenda? To step up to put a block on the key and think they're doing something slick. The same key, show me the key with a block on it in ancient Kemet. Now, if you say you made that up, man, what are you trying to do? You trying to change what we've been doing? You're trying to change the program that is written, change the binary code to that particular instrument, right? They changing the binary code to that instrument. And this is the game that's being orchestrated against us as the ancient Kevites. I'm sticking with the key, the original key. The original key always works. So you can go try to cut another key, but then you come to, because I made copies of the key, right? Make copies of the key, but then come back, try to use that key, and sometimes it don't work. But the original key always works. But you going to make a copy of this key and adding grooves to it, then you trying to throw me out, man. You trying to keep me locked out of my house, which is eternal life. We are eternal beings. We live forever, right? We don't die, we multiply. And I can go on and on like that Erykah Badu song. So what is happening? Why are we weighing the heart, right? Why does the heart got to be weighed against the fella, right? Who are we? We God. That's who we are. We Netarus. It's different names we can throw out there, but who you are, who we are, pretty much answers your own question. Because we are who? We are the breath. We are the created force at will. So you might well say, if you say who are we, then change it around and say, we are who? You know what I'm saying? You answer your own question right there when you put that word who up there. You know what I'm saying? Tell us why what? Tell us why what? Why the key, why somebody step up to add a block to the key? Because they're trying to block your ass and stop you from crossing over to eternal life. We never put you can't find nowhere in ancient Kemet where they put a block on that key, unless somebody was trying to be slick, step up and block us. When you go past, if you pass, these people put it's like a double whammy, man. When if you're a good being and you're benevolent, and most of those beings are, they just don't know because they're not alchemists, or they are alchemists and they just asleep, right? Even after all those years of Tahuti walking with them in the flesh. Oh, why the heart is weighed? Because the heart is the seat to your soul. That's my perspective. Now, you might have a different perspective, but this is my perspective. The heart is the center seat for the soul. Now, some people might say it's the brain, this and that, but why didn't we weigh the brain? Why didn't we weigh the lungs? Why didn't we weigh your nose? Why didn't we weigh your lips? Why didn't we weigh your ass cheeks? Why we ain't weigh ass cheeks? You know what I'm saying? Why are we weighing the heart? Right? Think over that. Why, like I just said, why in the hospital when they want to resuscitate you, they pull out the chakras? I forget the name of them right now. I knew the name of them. They roll them together, and then they shock the heart to bring you back. Huh? Why when they do CPR on you, are they believing in you, and then they pump on the heart? Why are they pumping the brain? If the brain is the most important part of the body, why are they putting them things on your head and shocking you and bringing you back? Why, when they bring you back from the dead, do they shock the heart? Because they know they went and studied our shit, and they got you thinking some other shit when it's right there on the wall in Kemet. These people pulled the heart out and weighed it on the balance. I don't get what you're saying, brother Gibez. It ain't something fantastic thing. Yeah, it is a fantastic thing that our ancestors chiseled on walls and leave us some shit so we couldn't be tricked. Leave us the good shit so we can go back and observe this and not be tricked from all of these suckers who's standing up to block us. Yeah, that's right. Fear do come from the root chakra. The root chakra is the red chakra is where fear and once you master the root chakra, that's where you root out fear. That's where you root out your desires. Your desires vibrate on the lower levels, the red frequencies. So you root out your desires by cleansing the root chakra. The root chakra is your ground chakra. It's where the power is generated up to the rest of the chakras. Once you get that red chakra, go back and watch Ascension Manual Class 3, man. We already broke that down. Watch the Ascension Manual classes, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're talking about the chakras, and we get ready to do 7 and 8 next, right? And we broke down the heart chakra on Ascension Manual Class 6. But why are we wearing the heart? Like I said, why ain't they wearing the ass cheeks? Right? Why ain't they wearing your left breast? Why they not wearing your hand on the scale? Why ain't they wearing the brain? Why ain't they wearing your tongue? Why ain't they wearing your ear lobes? Why are we back in this time wearing the heart? And still to this day, like I said, when they bring you back from CPR, say if you drown, and they get you out the pool and you're not breathing, they breathe breath into you and then pump on your heart. Right? Why ain't they pumping on your brain? Why ain't they pumping your ass? I ain't gonna say that. That's crazy. Right? We ain't gonna get too we ain't trying to be too funny because we ain't no we comical, right? Because comedy, the best alchemists are comedians. Some of the best alchemists are comedians, like Paul Mooney. He was a high-powered alchemist, right? Shout out Paul Mooney, RP Paul Mooney. He's a high-powered alchemist. Can make you laugh. Bernie Mac was a high-powered alchemist. Ricky Smiley, Cat Williams, these guys, Mike Epps. Because anytime you can make people laughter removes the fear, which is why you see that statue of Bess with his tongue hanging out, right? It's a statue that got Bess with his tongue hanging out, and Bess he guards the door, and what he's saying is to these evil spirits by having his tongue hanging out is that nanny boo boo, you can't give me. You know, kids lick their tongue out and say you can't give me. That's like rooting off fear, scaring off fear, or to say showing you that he ain't scared, right? Because like we told you about the mirrors, if you've got fear on you and you try to go through these mirrors or play with these mirrors, you can get trapped in these mirrors, right? We just want to bring it to you, man. We're gonna be on about another 15, 25 minutes, but we're coming to you about the heart ceremony and the key. I got my key. You got yours. And the key is not the key is not a busy signal. It's not an empty dial tone because keep in mind in the matrix, you gotta dial in to call up to get out the matrix. So that key, the ankh, is also a phone, right? It's a phone to dial up. It's a binary code to dial up in order to get pulled out of the matrix and go to the other side, which is eternal life, where eternal life exists, where the time frame becomes much broader. And don't do the super chat. You want to cash out the brother. If you want to send the brother a donation, I'm gonna post my my cash app in the link. And keep in mind, we're gonna be on tonight with the brother Rod Haynes going in some more, bringing you more and more. Man, we rolling right now, man. We're gonna be rolling here for the next month, man. We're gonna be rolling hard. We're gonna roll them out to you, man, back to back to back. We're gonna roll them out back to back, man. So, like we said, never for millions of years, all the 9 times that I came here, the key has always been the same. We never added an extra groove to it. We never added an extra groove to the key. Some beings step up. Hey, don't do the super chat. Just do a shout out to Sister Jessica, right? Shout out to Sister Jessica for the chat, man. But like you don't want to do the super chat because it takes 40% of the bread, man. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the Most High's mouth, which is wisdom. Man should live by wisdom, because wisdom could get you the money. But why do we weigh the heart, Hakeem? Why do we weigh the heart, Hakeem? So, like I say, you could, and people gonna be leaving their comments. Man, the most important thing is not the heart, it's the brain. That's your perspective. Don't try to impose it on mine. I already collected that perspective. I heard people say that, so I already collected that perspective, and I'm still standing right here with my own perspective, where I'm looking for from it. I need some water. Well, I'm looking for from it. Hey, give me some water, Hakeem. Bring your daddy the water at the refrigerator. Yeah, so where I'm looking from it, it's the heart. That's why we waited, the heart. From my perspective. Don't try to beat me up with yours. I've already heard, I collected all 24 perspectives on this shit. So I done heard different people say different things. And that's from their perspective. Right? Yeah, the key to eternal. Yeah, right? The key, Baba gave us the key. The key is the ankh that we use. The key to it. Why do we call it the key of eternal life? That same ankh that everybody been using, but now all of a sudden, some other alchemists step on the scene to add a block to it. Now, if I give you a key to eternal life and then you put a block on it, what does that say? What does that tell you as an alchemist? If I'm trying to block you, I'm trying to stop you. If I'm trying to block you, man, I'm trying to stop you. If I'm putting a block on your shit, if you get your phone blocked and you can't make calls, you can't get out. Man, y'all better wake up, man. I'm telling you something here. And we ain't attacking nobody. We just telling the truth. If the truth attacks you, then that means you false. You down with falsehood. And it's a lot of people who rocking that shit and think think that they know what's going on, but it's over their head. Bible never gave us that, man. So time is only an illusion, because right now, when I went live at last night, it was 12 o'clock noon somewhere else in the world. Like it's 10 o'clock at night right now somewhere else in the world. So what did I tell you about time? Time is only a figment of your imagination. Time is governed by light. And once you speed past light, then you go outside of time. How long we been on, man? We coming to you. Like, I like these morning joints, man. I like these morning joints, right? And I don't even like the word morning, because the word morning means it's a thing you do at funerals. So we call it top of the day, top of the hour, as my brother Apariel say. Top of the day, top of the hour, right? Early birds. All my early birds are here. I tried to do this class last night for my light owls, and man, when I tell you I went off in that class, but I'm telling you, man, they didn't want that class to go out. How I was dropping it in that class last night, Tahuti was talking, man. That class, man, if I should have recorded it, man, but I don't know what happened to the dang on sound last night in that class, man. But that joint was fire, man. We cracked heads up in that tape. Yeah, top of the hour. To Rob out to everybody that's in the building, man. Like I say, we're gonna be on tonight with the brother Rod Haynes again, but around normal time. So you want to tune in for that. Get your popcorn, man. You know what I'm saying? Some being said that, man, Terra really goes back to the god Athor, which is, he had it spelled Ator. So I pulled it up, and when I pulled it up, what came up was the leader, She-Ran, the leader of Ashtar Command. That's who came up. So a lot of niggas, they want to try to save face because they messing with those cards. Hey, look, you ain't gotta sit up here and listen to me when I tell you stop messing with those cards. Do what you want. Do what you want, right? Do what you want. Go keep using them. That's on you. We told you. Our hands are clean. We had to warn the babies. We had to warn the babies. So those who with us and pure at heart, they had them, they got rid of them. But those who want to make excuses, oh man, this mean it, or that mean trying to keep that devilishment going on, keep that terrorizing going on. Keep terrorizing yourself if you want. That's on you. Not on us. We told you. We made it clear. We don't use cards. Go back in the mind's eye and look around and tell me what you see. You don't see us using those cards. You see us using stones. Throw them down. Tell you what the deal is. Or you see us using different bones and different types of frequency instruments, and we shake them up and we throw them. Our medicine mans and the Native Americans over here and in ancient Kemet use those stones. We didn't use cards. This is Ashtar Command shit. Ashtar Command alchemy. Just like the bunny rabbit laying eggs on Easter, colored eggs. And then they make you go find them, which is alchemy within itself. It's a lot. See, look, man, you got to realize, start looking at this thing man, and saying to yourself, when you see certain things that don't make sense, say, what kind of alchemy is this? Bunny rabbits don't lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. Snakes, reptilians lay eggs. What kind of alchemy on Easter Sunday are they trying to do on you when they give you a bunny rabbit And most of the time, the bunny rabbit is white, laying colored eggs. And as one of my master teachers taught me, that's alchemy of them trying to steal our fertility. That's alchemy, man. Right? And I ain't gonna say that master teacher's name because some people just they hate him. I don't hate him. I learned a lot from him. I don't hate him. I learned a lot. I learned the stuff that I learned. I absorb everybody's perspective and take it to get to the point where I am at now. And there's several other. Rod Haynes is one of the masters that I'm sitting with now, and I'm gaining his perspective. And I'm absorbing his perspective to add to my game to make me just that much powerful. So just think about how more powerful you would be. That's what Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant absorbed different people's game, but he was mainly absorbing Michael Jordan's game and his perspective on the game, and that's what made him great. See, you study the greats, you absorb their perspective, add it to your game, then you destined to be great. You destined to be great once you absorb the great perspective. So I absorb the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's perspective. I absorb Noble Jew Ali's perspective. I absorb the Honorable Marcus Garvey's perspective. I absorb Deuce Ali, Chef Daoud, Dr. Phil Valentine's, right? Bill Carson. Right? I absorb his perspective. I absorb Yahweh bin Yahweh's perspective. I absorb the brother Khalid Muhammad, right? R.I.P. to Khalid Muhammad perspective. I absorb my father's perspective, Dr. Malachi Z. York, Baba Yanun, right? Naya Malachi Z. York L. I absorbed his perspective. I absorbed the 15th elder perspective. I absorbed the 4th elder's perspective. I absorbed the 12th elder's perspective. I absorbed all these perspectives to make it into one big nigga, one big bad nigga. Right? Just think about how bad I'm gonna be if I accept and absorb all these people's perspectives. Now that don't mean that I have to make it mine, but I can absorb it to make mine more, make what I want to know more clear. So don't be biased. That's why I said listen. I love listening because if you listen, you can learn. You listen, you can learn. But to all my benevolent brothers out there that's a member of this particular organization, do your research, do your homework, man, and understand that that's alchemy, that block on that ankh, the key to eternal life. When you get down and you do pass the way heart ceremony, when Osiris, and like I say, they call him Lord of the Perfect Black, but he ain't black to me. Look like to me, the nigga green. My glass is black. My watch band is black. He like Lord of the Perfect Green from my perspective. Now you can get into the comments and want, oh no, this is it. But don't try to force your perspective on mine. Because I got my guard up. I'm looking at it from this angle and the nigga look green to me. And so does Neef, and so does several other people in there, man. Neef, and so the other beings that look green to me. And green, last time I checked, green is not black. Now we can go into, you can try to flip that around and say black is in every color. Black is the foundation of every color because everything comes out of the darkness into the light. So you can go into that. I absorb that perspective already, right? I absorb that perspective, right? Man, we're about to get out of here though, man. Like I say, I just wanted to touch on a little couple things. Need some I ain't got my coconut water, man. Talk a lot. But hey, shout out to brother True Fu for the super chat, man. Peace, brother. May I please share information on the heart and skin? Yeah, man, type it in. We'll talk about it. Hey, bring your daddy some water, boy. Give me that. Man, but we're about to get ready to get out, man. I just wanted to come to you, to my early birds, just give them, you know, a little something this morning. And we'll be back on tonight. Shout out to sister Star, whoever, I don't know if it's a sister brother, but shout out to the Star 1004 for the $5 donation. Yeah, but if you came in late, man, go back and roll it back. Take that block off that key, man, or else your ass gonna go and try to use that in the end, and you ain't gonna be able to get through. You can't show me nowhere in ancient Kemet where we put a block on the key, man. Somebody is trying to do some high level alchemy on us, or and try to go over our head with it and telling us it's Bible said. Man, we'll be back though. We'll be tuning in tonight, man. We'll be back. We'll be back, man. Tonight. Well, you ain't bring me no water, King. I'm for to mix your smoothie. I'm about to, because my son just got up, I'm about to go in here and get him set up, man, get his smoothie and put his Achille and Me on. Achille and Me is a cartoon, African cartoon, where they teach ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and all this. Get him a smoothie going, a green smoothie. I'm probably gonna fix him a peanut butter joint this morning. Get him going. Get him going this morning, man, so he could get in business. So we want to thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on, like I said, we'll be back on tonight with the brother Rod Haynes. You want to tune in for that. And it's gonna be probably 5 o'clock, 5:30 Central Time, which would be on the East Coast. It'd be 6:30, and it'd be the brother Rod Haynes time. I think really it'd be 7:30 on the East Coast, 6:30 our time, and I think it's gonna be 5:30 the brother Rod Haynes time. So yeah, man, I'm gonna do a part 3 to this, because it's man. I wish that tape that I put out last night would have recorded, man. Because Tahuti really was going in last night, man. For my night owls. Whoo, whoo. So Islam Hotel, I should divine love throughout the boundless universe to all.